Hello everyone and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we've got Darian on the run. We just gotta piece it all together. I feel like we've been so close for a while, but hopefully this is where we get him. We're about to watch the video where the guitar burns again. I'm curious where he's going with this. What else is there? Just one more time. I don't see why not. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. What is he gonna argue? Okay, so Lemoire's not really there. Oops, sorry, I messed with the volume. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk? First your sleeves, then kid, now punk. I don't know, are those upgrades? You're losing rank fast, Apollo. I don't know that sleeves was the best. What exactly were we supposed to see in this video? The problem isn't what we see, corrected Darian. Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered that wee pianist to set off that igniter. That right? Yes? Well, in order to do that, you have to press a switch. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? We're gonna be back in the... I think it was already starting to catch fire there. Ooh, what seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it. Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? I have an idea. I have no idea how we would prove it. Was it one of the keys in the piano? But that would have come up by now. Uh-oh. You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. We're gonna be back to that. The only one with her hands free was the Diva. Lemoire. But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Ugh. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press the switch. Ugh. Oh, they could. Come on. Oops. Piano plays non-stop. Hey, we got this. Couldn't have pressed the switch. He didn't need to, though. Well, Mr. Justice, piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. How do you, man, it's crazy to me how little evidence our clients, needs to be against our clients for things to start going south, but we have all this. Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... is strange? What's strange? No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. Back to the mixing board. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Makitobai didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says that he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Maki Tobai the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought. Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He's the only one who could have helped the smuggler. We need Phoenix. He had to have pressed the switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. What do I do? There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Wait a second. What? You thought of something? What was Gavin saying just now? Strange? What's strange? No, it's just... something's odd about the performance. Yes, let's go back. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. Sorry, I shook the camera. What exactly did he hear that was odd? Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this? Can you prove Maki Tobai pressed the switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Maki Tobai pressed the switch? I think we can. Which one's the piano? Nope, that's a guitar. There we go. Oh! I heard it! Oh, I hate that it's like all the way at the end. Oh, I heard it. Here, I'll try to turn it up for you guys. That note right there. Okay, gonna turn that back down so it doesn't blow out any eardrums when we go back. All right. I was right. I feel like there was something else when we were investigating that was odd about the piano, but I don't remember what it was. That's gonna come back to haunt me. All right. I can prove it. I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Air forehead, you're sure about this? Accept it. There's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. And what do you base the claim the defendant pressed that switch? Okay. Okay. We're gonna... Wow, we've gotten a lot of mileage out of this mixing board. I am totally down for it though. That's a really cool mechanic. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar bursts into flames. Oh, wait. Did I hear that wrong? I hear a piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? I would think I know what he is suggesting. You think Maki could have played that part with one hand. One hand? He only needed one hand to press the switch. He could play the piano with the other. Yeah, what, so you're kind of piano savant? Actually no. And what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy. Yeah, you got something? Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he... Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. So sorry, so sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way. Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't. I admit it will be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flames. He was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire. And one section of the song proves it. Okay, let's... I didn't hear it that time. Hold on, let's go back. I'm hoping I understand this correctly. So we already understand this part. Oh wait, that's no. What is happening? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I think I selected something. No, stop. I don't want to present that. My guitar's still playing. Is this a different part of the song? Or like, is it cut up differently? Oh, okay. So it's cut up to the point. Sorry, up to the point that the guitar catches on fire. Okay, that's kind of throwing me for a loop. That they aren't all the same. Okay, so what I think... Oops. I think I'm not understanding something here. So yeah, that part is very empty. All right, I need the guitar for like frame of reference. Yep, there we go. Okay, so there's where the guitar catches on fire. Okay, so it is cut up a little bit differently. All right, so let's go back to the piano. Now that I know, that was just weird trying to get like my frame of reference back. Yeah, that wouldn't take much work. So what I think I need to do, if I'm understanding this right, because we already have established that that part is simple. What I think I need to do is find like because it just loops, like that part just loops. I think I need to find the non-simple version. Yeah, see, there's more to it there. Does it do it again? All right, what I got out of this, and I could be, so in the first section is similar to the fourth, where it's very simple, but in the first section, it sounds fuller. Like I think he has like chords where it didn't sound like he had chords. Had a chord on the fourth one. Yeah, see, the chord doesn't change there. And there's only one note to kind of transition from that to the next. Oh, now okay. Right there, that note was the one that was kind of throwing me off and making me think that it was a note in the piano, that when he played that note, that was like the self-destruct, but that turned out to not be the case. Yeah, see, there's more to it there. He's playing more notes. It's not just the chord. And there's more notes there. So is that the part, or is it the part that's empty? And we've already established that it's basic, so it's got to be that, right? The first part? I'm like, wow, this is such a, so much writing on a very kind of vague notion. I think I'm on the right track. Alright, so I need to pick... Yeah, so I tap the section. Oh boy. I hope I'm right with this. If not, I guess I would go with the third section. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you realized yourself, Air Forehead. Realize what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but a fleeting melody" phrase. Man, how many times do you have to listen to that same thing? You're the one who dragged it back in. You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section? The guitar bursts into flames at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace." Yep. Play verse 2 again. And then nothing. He hits the chord and then nothing, just the one note. They feel the same, true. But they're clearly different. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use two hands to play that for sure. What's that prove? I would think you'd know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had them play specifically so that piano would stay in the background. Oh. That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself. Now ask yourself why Maki changed how he played. And there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. Nark. Nark. What? What is he saying? Order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. What? No comeback? Can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Very well, barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion in this matter. What? Oh, he's just... Good show, Sleaze. No, great show. He's just going crazy. It's not over? I don't like when he looks so happy. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Yeah, personally, I'm not terribly disappointed. In you, Air Forehead. Me? Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts I'll check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But... 1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion, but without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. Wait. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. I think if he did, we would have already seen it a long way back. But at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. Wait, what? What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo, remember what Daddy said. Won't be easy proving he did it, especially not under the current court system. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Ugh. Every man has his igniter inside him. Find Darian Crescen's igniter and set it off. There we go. I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter. I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. So if we can get him to, like, freak out, I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal. So can I get back to work now or what? May look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter. Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes, the good guitars kept dry is why. That provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. Here's there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo. What, and this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic here, Mr. Attorney. I'll do better. I'm rather fond of poetry, and I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Air Forehead, you are accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes, the murder of Mr. Latus and the smuggling of a Burgundian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent. Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... present evidence or call a witness? What? What? Oh, wait. Okay. I don't think it's evidence. Yeah. There's a person. Okay. I don't want to mess this up. There's a person I have in mind. But let's just be careful. Oh no, and this one, the fake evidence would have been the song, because that actually didn't end up being true. They didn't actually use the song to plan anything. It was just there to throw us off. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, but if I call a witness and he leaves... Alright, I'm gonna do it. Right? Because at this point, there's no... Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. So what is it? It is true I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt? Oh, that's actually not that punishing. Right? He would know if he's the accomplice. The one person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tobai. Your client, again. Yeah, I mean, Maki Tobai was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latus was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Burgundia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would no doubt also find inside the burnt-out guitar. Ah, very scientific of you. Thus, if Maki Tobai acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Burgundian cocoon, the case is solved. Darian's laughing again. Your unrelenting passion is, remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. Ooh, what's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Burkinian law. Ah. Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescent. What? It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. How? Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that means news has already reached Burkinia, and they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the part about the Burkinian cocoon. Yeah, but... I think we got him this time. But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Burkinian police, and it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it? But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tobai. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Maki Tobai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made of pianos? Come on. Please. Don't talk. I thought he was gonna say take. Darian, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession? Oh, he's laughing again. There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. Well, have you been listening to today's trial? Yes. And you'll tell the court everything? I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew. From beginning, I knew. Maki. Situation I cannot explain, but money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however. It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Wait, what? Anyway, Mr. Maki Tobai. Yes. I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country, and with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latus, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Maki Tobai. The court is adjourned. I wonder what'll happen to Maki. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Burkinia. I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well. There we go. Daddy! I owe you both my thanks. Lemoire? Is something wrong? I'm sorry, Maki was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do, yet something got a hold of him. something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be? I'm still sorry. Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I am considering an eye operation. It was my suggestion, actually. You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny, I've always been afraid of the light. It seems so harsh, so unforgiving. According to the doctor, Lamar lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared. You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth. If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting. Painting? That's right. She's a landscape painter in sound, after all. I will paint the two of you, I promise. Woohoo, I can't wait, Lamar. I owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we'll meet again someday soon. You bet, me too. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on, until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad, have them catch the killer at the end. Alright, we did it. That was a really cool trial. The questions were a little difficult towards the end, which I don't see that as a bad thing. Was this the last one? Is this the last one? Oh, I mean, we're 40-something episodes in, but man, I can't remember if they just appeared one at a time or if they, okay, whatever. We'll find out as we go. I like to be surprised. So, yeah, no, I enjoyed the trial. Some of the questions were a little hard. I don't view that as necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, you really had to think. I love getting to play with the mixer. That was really cool. So overall, very well done trial. Can't wait to see what's next. Hope you guys are still enjoying. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.